Well, I thought they regenerated faster than normal. It looks like they regenerate a little bit faster than normal units. Yeah, they do. You can research an upgrade for them that makes them regenerate very quickly. That's not researched yet, obviously. But these roaches are now moving out. That is quite a number of roaches. This front door is not well protected. Only a couple Marines and a Marauder. Marauders are the counter unit to roaches, so several more Marauders will serve Zabba very well here. And Move Wall Burrow is researched for the roaches, so they are looking to sneak in through this front door. The TheFrozenElf is not going to be able to just sneak in like that, because he will need to remove a building. Here comes a quick unburrow, focus fire the supply depot, and I suspect he will burrow again. Not being able to be spotted by the Terran units, he is now going to sneak into the Terran's base and try to get in some SCV harass. Well, okay, or he's going to pop up behind those Marines. Fair enough. Okay, so now he must have popped up because I believe a comsat went down, giving detection to the Terrans briefly. But that has now elapsed. There is not enough energy for another comsat. The roaches are now behind the SCV line, and there they are unburrowing and attacking the SCVs. Effective SCV harass going on here. The Terran struggling to get his units into position to fight them off. No sooner will he get there, though, I'm sure then the roaches have now burrowed, and they cannot be targeted again. The Terran will not even know where they are, in fact. I don't believe. We can check that. So looking at the Terran's point of view, yeah, he can't even see. You don't even get to see any indication of where the roaches are at this point. Though there they are, right beneath him in the mineral field. So the TheFrozenElf deciding that he doesn't want to pop up in the middle of all those units, so he's going to pull his roaches out, maybe looking for some additional harassment. Yeah, there he is going to pick off those Marines and that SCV, stopping the front door from being built. Comsat going down a little early, perhaps. But letting the Marauders get some hits on that roach, slowing it down, and he does manage to kill a single roach. Overall, though, the TheFrozenElf not losing many roaches and getting out of the base here successfully. Reinforcements arriving now, and so that is a significant number of roaches, though I do think that the Terran has a slight upper hand in terms of units right now, though a surprise attack could make all the difference. TheFrozenElf seems to be biding his time, waiting for the Terran to perhaps leave and then go in for some additional harassment. Not sure that he has too many defenses of his own right now. No, his base is actually pretty undefended here. It looks like we may be going for a, well, not really a base trade, but for two, I mean, what could end up becoming a base trade. The roaches are having a hard time getting in that front door here, while the Terrans are simply walking up to that hatchery. They've already killed the queen that was there. That hatchery is going to go down very fast. The roaches only just now working on the Terran's front door, and the TheFrozenElf has lost his natural expansion. And the Terrans are flooding into the base. There are not very many defenders here at all. It looks like the TheFrozenElf is deciding to pull his roaches back, but the Terrans are going to wreak havoc on this base in the meantime. And as good as roaches are, that is a force that is sufficient to deal with a couple of them at once. They've taken out the spawning pool now, so no more Zerlings can be built either. The TheFrozenElf is morphing in 4 at the moment, but this does not look very good for him. We've got the roaches being pulled back. I don't know that they'll get there in time to make a difference. It looks like this hatchery is going to go down. I think this hatchery is pretty much going to go down, even if Zabba here just focus fires it. But he's not going to do that. Instead, he's going to fight the roaches as they come in from behind. And we have a slaughter here where the roaches are pretty much going to clean up the Terran force without only losing about half their number. So I would say that was a mistake on Zabba's part to fight that. I would have just focus fired the lair. I mean, what is your opponent going to do if you've taken out both of his hatchery and his lair? Even if you lose your entire army to do so, I would think that would put you in enough of an advantage. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he made the right choice there to thin out the TheFrozenElf's force. In any case, he's now have to deal with these 7 roaches here, which are coming back towards the front of his base, where he no longer possesses a front door. He's getting additional barracks and is about to finish infantry weapons 1. Marines do not make a good fighting force against roaches, and at this point Zabba cannot produce Marauders because he lacks a barracks with a tech lab. These roaches will clean up these Marines very easily, and they will probably proceed unopposed into Zabba's base, and it looks like this is probably going to be GG for Zabba here. I just don't see him with the ability to even produce a counter unit at this point. He's only got the ability to produce more Marines, and even though this factory will come up, it's going to be way too long before siege tanks are out of that, and I don't even see a tech lab being put down at this barracks. So Marines versus roaches is GG, and I think this game is going to go to the TheFrozenElf. I would definitely say this is a well played by the TheFrozenElf, managing to basically put on a decisive harass with his roaches against the opponent's SCVs early on, and making it so that the counterattack was non-lethal was certainly a good move. Bringing his roaches back just in time to save his lair. Would have been interesting to see what would have happened if Zabba had pushed the offense all the way through and taken out that lair. It may still have just been the same result, which is that the TheFrozenElf would have pulled his even greater number of roaches back and finished Zabba off entirely at that point. So, GG, there it is. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and this is Volty signing out.